This thing on? Alright, it is, what's the date? March 7th? March 7th. And if I got here to the farm, I'm gonna do some shed hunting. I think probably 80-90% of the bucks have dropped. Never know where we're gonna find shed hunting. Sheds or deadheads or anything else, so we'll see if we can pick anything up. Alright, not super long into the walk here. We just spotted an antler way down there. It looks old and buried. It kind of looks like OG, a buck that I've been hunting the last few years. I didn't see him at all this year. So I think he's probably passed on. But yeah, it looks like him. That's a big old antler. Shoot up, but he's definitely a good one. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Yeah, he's got that little burr there on the base. That's just a big old antler. That's OG for sure. Holy smokes. That's freaking sick. That's one of the biggest sheds I think I've ever found. And hopefully his other side's laying right here somewhere. But that's a big, big antler. Didn't get it on film, it's alright. Nice little, I think what would be a 4-point side with a couple of them broken off, but decent little buck. And we're going to keep walking. Bingo. It's a fresh one from this year. Decent little 4-side. Well, that's a shame right there. That deer had some character. Sucks that he didn't make it, but Alright, it is now the afternoon. We're racing daylight here, just got off of work and got permission to shed hunt the piece that I killed my buck on, Griffey, this past year. So again, no trail cameras back here, don't know what we might find, but we're gonna put some miles down right now and see if we can't find something. Got some cloud cover, which is great for spotting antlers. So see what we can do. Now that is a big old ditch. It would take a pretty big antler for me to go down there and pick it up. Just kidding, I probably got it for a spike, to be honest with you. Well, looky there. It's this year's. And we're on the board here this afternoon. It's good, I guess. Oldie. Still stacking them up. Wrapping up this evening, 2 little antlers. Nothing crazy, one fresh, one from last year. But, you know, we're picking them up, so hard to complain. We got tomorrow and Sunday, we're gonna be doing a lot of walking, and probably the weekends after that, but we got some miles to cover tomorrow. Gonna try to get through it with the nice weather and hopefully it dries up a little bit, but we're finding antlers, so hard to complain about that. All right, today's the day. We're hitting our best farm here in a little bit, about to hit the road. Got the cooler packed, ready to go. We're just gonna spend all day out there packing a lunch and everything. So this is a farm that I haven't had trail cameras on. I don't think they run trail cameras out there. they've seen some really good bucks this year. So I know there's going to be a lot of antlers sitting out there. Just a matter if we find them or not. This is actually the same farm that I found my biggest shed ever. This one right here. Found this a few years ago on that farm. Just absolute giant antler. And it was sitting in the middle of the field. I don't think we'll probably have that type of luck today, but you never know. So we're gonna go ahead and get the truck packed and head on out there. Well, just pull up the spot and there's a group of, I don't know, there's probably 7 or 8 when I first pulled up. I don't know how many I just got on camera, but they're out there feeding at 9:30 in the morning, out in this huge cornfield. They got so much food out here. I expect we're gonna find most of the stuff in that thicker cover they've got back there. So we're gonna see what we can do and hopefully pick up a few today. So let's get after it. Thought it was a doe skull at first, but I think we've got ourselves a little turtle situation here. Yeah. We're gonna file that one under miscellaneous. Well, I found an old deer stand I climbed just to get a better vantage point of the field of glass for some sheds, and over the hill popped a couple turkey, at least 3 toms, a couple of them were strutting, a couple of hens back there behind them. The GoPro has the fisheye, so I can hardly probably see them on the GoPro, but here is some grainy iPhone footage through the binoculars if you want. So, good to see some turkey back here too. I know this place has them, and it's just loaded with all kinds of wildlife. So we're walking the edge of this little fence row here. Bean field here to the south and corn to the north. I know they probably use this little travel corridor, so we're gonna see if we can hopefully pick up a few. Walking this little strip of timber, and I don't know if you can tell, right here behind me in this grass, looks like a fresh antler. Nothing too big. Tine's down actually, but sticking out like a sore thumb in that sun. A little chewed up. It might be old. It looks like this year. Little guy, but we're on the board. On the board. Walking the edge right here, and I see some fur laying back here in the woods a little bit near this creek. See if we can find a body or a head or something. Fur scattered. There's a rib cage. Looks like it could be a shed buck. Big old body. Big old body on that guy. Shame he went like that, but that's nature, I guess. That dead shed buck I just showed you was probably 50 yards down that way. Still walking this field edge, and just found another dead buck. This is from last year, it looks like, and he's all busted up and broken, but oh well, we'll keep walking and hopefully not find any more dead bucks would be the goal. But if they're gonna die, at least we're finding them, I guess. Walking back across this huge bean field, go up to this old barn and the truck, and there looks to be a deadhead sit on the front of that truck, so we're gonna see what this thing is. Oh my. Start of a Droptine right there. That's a cool looking buck right there. I don't know who put it here, but he's coming home with me. That's pretty sweet. He stinks a little bit, but that's alright. There's the old barn back there behind me where we just picked this thing up. And nice antler. Sitting right there pretty for us. Heck yeah. We're rolling now. Alright, Chris is still walking the field edge. And way across, off the edge of that little point right there, I guess, there's a pine tree sticking out to the end, and it looks like a match set sitting right below that tree out there in the open. It's probably, I don't know, a couple 100 yards away. I have to put the binos on it. It looks like a match set right next to each other. I'm going to keep walking down this way and cut back along the other field edge and see if it's actually a match set or if it's playing a trick on me. It looks like it might be a nice one. It is indeed. That's a good one too. That's pretty dang cool. This is the first match set that I've found just sitting like that, right next to each other. That's pretty sweet. A couple extra kickers off this backside, but pretty good looking buck. That's awesome. It doesn't get much easier than that. I wish they were all that easy. But spotted him from a couple 100 yards away, just sitting here. One of them tines up, one of them tines down. Pretty sweet. Not too far, probably 30 yards from the match set up here. I got an old one here. A little chewed up, but still a nice buck. Good little Droptine on that too, geez. We're stacking them up now. I can't make this up. I just picked up that last one, and literally 30 seconds later, we got us another one. Holy smokes. I mean, I don't even know how to hold all these. Another nice one. Holy smokes, dude, this is turning into a crazy day, let me tell you that. And we still got a lot more to walk, so, geez. Cleaned up this buck a little bit, cut some of the skin off the back of his skull, made him look a little prettier. But that is such a cool side over there. I really wish he would have made it, because who knows what that Droptine could have turned into, and he would have been really cool. So it's a shame that he died, but I'll get that called in here in a second and get a salvage tag for him so we don't get in trouble. Hopefully that's the only bucks we find while walking today. But if they did die this year, hopefully we find them, but hopefully they didn't. So going to get the GoPro strap back on, grab the binos, and get back after it. Well, this morning I found a few there toward the southern part of the property, and then on the way back on that eastern side, it was like bang, 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 just antlers everywhere. Went back, had lunch around 1 or 2, and it is now, what, just after 5, and I haven't found one. We went to the western side and didn't find anything over there. We got bigger woods over here to the east, and I think late season they're probably hiding in that stuff more, so I'm going back to this eastern side. I'm gonna dive into some more of this timber and see if we can't turn more up. I'm getting tired. I think we're on mile 11 or 12 right now, so it's been a long day, but I think we're still going to find a few more here in the next few minutes, so let's see what we can do. Literally just got finished taking that video, walked in the woods here, and first thing I see is that old antler sitting there. Not a big one, definitely old, but first antler in, I don't know, 5 hours. So morale's back. We're gonna hit this pretty hard, I think. Just finding all sorts of antlers in this area all day today. So we're what's that one? Funky old guy. Huh. Just walked that ridge back there. That's where I found the 2 other antlers just now. Come back across this creek, walking this hill, and right down there, like a ray of sunshine, right on that antler. Older one too, but we'll take it. Walk right up on that one. Young deer, don't matter. Antler's an antler. Stack them. Time's down. We just got through a block of timber and it was absolutely on fire. I don't know what it was about that, but it just, like, it seemed like I couldn't walk 20 yards without finding another antler. Probably just gonna head on back to the truck and tackle this next weekend, I'd bet. Go through the rest of this farm, but we're gonna have to do a haul whenever we get back to the house tonight, because this has been hands down the best day of shot hunting I think I've ever had. So, pretty darn good day. We're gonna walk just a little bit more just in case, but very happy today. Well, far and away, best day I think I've ever had shot hunting. Just me, picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sheds. And the deadhead back there, kind of a bonus. I know I technically didn't find it, I guess, but you know, I'm not going to complain one bit about that. So, that is one heck of a day right there.